Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This is it is the best game book I've played so far. This is Freeway Warrior. You are tomorrow's ultimate warrior. Choose your destiny from Joe Devers, the guy who made Lone Wolf. What's good about this is when I first started playing the game, it's a post-apocalyptic game, and what's going on is you're part of a colony and you're trying to move to another part of the country, I think to do trading or something or whatever it was. But anyhow, it's a long distance you got to go, and as soon as you leave, you start getting into fights and stuff, and it's just like non-stop action. You're taking damage in most of these fights and so on and so forth, so you're going to die a few times before you finish this game. But just the combat seemed interesting, and the situations seemed more interesting than what you usually get in a game book. Some people have told me when they read game books, it feels to them like it's missing something. This didn't feel like it was missing anything. This was pretty good. So this one uses D10 dice, unlike most which use D6. Actually, at the back of the book, they got the before the combat results table, a random number table where you can just point a pencil here randomly, see what number you get. I just use D10 dice instead. But your survival skills are driving, shooting, fieldcraft, stealth, and perception. And if you're carrying too many things in your backpack, stealth gets reduced. Like here, if you have 7, 8, or 9 items, your stealth gets reduced by 2. You got med kits, which heal you, which is obvious. And then water canteen. This one holds 4 sips in it. So if you there'll be times in the book where it tells you to drink water, and if you don't have any water, then you take some damage. What they call it, endurance in this. And you got a close combat skill. And here's your close combat record. I mean, you can just write that on a piece of paper if you want. So basically what you're just doing is calculating the odds between you and the opponent and rolling and checking it on the combat results table here. E is how much damage the enemy takes, in this case 6. CP is you, so you would take 2 damage on that if you rolled the 3 at 0 to 0 odds. Or 0 to 0 combat ratio, rather. Alright, and depending on what weapon you have, if you have like a submachine gun, which is what I preferred to use, you'll be using 9mm rounds, and that, if I recall correctly, that shoots like 6 rounds in each burst. Also, if you have a pistol, use 9mm. 7.62 if you have a rifle, and 12 gauge if you have a shotgun. And here's where you record the close combat bonus for your close combat weapons and your missile weapons, the caliber and rate of fire. And if you have 2 missile weapons, you reduce your stealth by 1. If you have 3, you reduce it by 2. And there are places in the game where it may tell you to like add your driving skill to your stealth, and if adding them together is greater than this number, you'll be fine. If it's less, then something bad happens to you. So yeah, you don't want your stealth getting too low. And here it's got like a calendar of events in the post-apocalyptic world. And here it starts with a story, and then the game begins here. I won't get too much into the plot of the game or anything because I don't want to ruin it for you. But here's an example. Here you would find all these different items here, and you could take them if you want, but then it's going to reduce your stealth if you have too many items. So you have to make decisions about what items you want to carry. My only complaint about the game, like I said, this is probably I'd say this is the best game book I've played so far. The only thing they could do to improve it is, since you have a car with most of the time, they should have like an option where you can leave some of the items in the car and some in your backpack, and that way if you go out, you're not your stealth isn't being reduced because you have too many items on you. But that's really the only suggestion I have for them. But I think there's more books in this series. I got this on eBay. I probably didn't pay more than $5 for it, plus shipping. So it probably came to like $9 or $10, which is a good deal, in my opinion, for something that is this good. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.